Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be continuing what if Goku Black, aka Zamasu, got the wrong body. Technically, I could have made that title way longer. I just didn't feel like it. Anyway, let's get into the video. So Goku, Zamasu, and the rest of everybody else basically ends up flying to Kame's house. Like, that's where they end up going to. They go to Kame's house, and Kame tells Zamasu that he can't kill Demon King Piccolo because that'll in turn kill him. But everybody else is more or less just shocked that there's another fucking person that looks like Demon King Piccolo. So, like, but Roshi and Gohan, they like tapping in, so they understand it. So they like, oh, so you the creators of the Dragon Balls, right? So once Gohan say that, Goku get a little mad, cause in his mind, you made these Dragon Balls, which are a smaller variation of the Super Dragon Balls, and just let them roam about on the planet with these fucking mortals, right? So he gets mad, and in his Zamasu's getting mad, and he can sense this. So he's like, hey, you still gotta go fight, Demon King Piccolo. You might not even be as strong as him. And this makes Zamasu even more mad. So he looks at Kame and goes like, what do you mean? And Kame was like, see, unlike the rest of them, I could sense what you got going on. And this, it shakes Zamasu. And Zamasu, he look at him and he's like, bro, what are you? And Kame goes and tells him, again, I'm the god of this world. That's why I made the Dragon Balls. That's why I live up here. That's why I could sense you. I've been knowing you was here. I just didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to know. I didn't know what type of timing you was on, right? So Zamasu, in his mind, thinking this man could be stronger than me, but what I'm sensing from him ain't strength. So Zamasu just fuck it, I'm gonna buy into it because he's another god. Who knows? Maybe I could use this to get back into the ranks of the gods, right? Right. So Zamasu, Kame pulls Zamasu off to the side and tells him hey, I got this chamber in the back. It's called the hyperbolic time chamber. And Zamasu tells him man, I don't need all of that. Where's Demon King Piccolo? So Kame basically tells him that's not, I was just trying to explain. Okay, anyway, he's over there. He points in this general direction, and Zamasu is like, okay, now what? You said I can't kill him, so what am I doing here? And Kame basically explains to him if you can't make him spit out an egg, one of your teammates, because both of your Grandpa Gohan and Roshi both know the Mafuba. So they're trying to he's trying to explain to him, but not trying to explain to him that one of his senseis might have to die. But Zamasu doesn't necessarily care to a certain degree. He cares, but he doesn't, because technically speaking, he already had martial arts strength. He was just using them to train his body, because he had the body of a child, so he already knew how to fight. Anyway, so he's trying to explain this to Zamasu, and Zamasu's so one of them is gonna have to go for the greater good, right? And you this kind of throws Kame off, because Kame's bro, you're a child, so what do you know about the greater good? And Zamasu, this makes him mad, and he just turns around and tells everybody, let's go. And then Roshi and them bro, we just got here. What do you mean, let's go? You ain't gonna see what they got to offer? They look like they strong. And Zamasu's man, y'all don't have to go, but I'm finna go. And he flies off. And Kame was wait, You didn't even learn, like, you wouldn't even finish letting me tell you, you know, how to beat him. And, Hiroshi puts his hand on his shoulder and was like, and you know how hard it is to control this kid. We just gonna go with him and see what happens. And Roshi, Roshi looking at dude, and as he looking at I keep forgetting his name. As he's looking at Kami, he's like, he sees his look, like Kami knows one of them is going to die because Goku don't know what the fuck he doing, and he just ran off. Right. So they get there about, I want to say, 5 minutes after Goku, and the fight's damn near already kicked off. Like, Goku damn near then fought. He's like getting jumped by all of dude's like little side minion, Demon King Piccolo's little side minion. I can't remember their names, I don't really care. They're side characters, literally. They could be relevant, don't get me wrong, but this isn't directly about them, and nor do I have any intentions of making it directly about them, so no. So he's getting jumped by like all of his little side character people, and as like they're watching this, and Krillin's like, yo, we should get in there, because you gotta remember, Krillin's still weaker than like than Goku of current, or Zamasu of current, but he's damn near right behind Roshi and Grandpa Gohan in strength, specifically because of how much he trained, aka he got his ass punched on by Zamasu. No, this is not strength by Zenkai boost. He just felt a type of way, so every time the fights was over, he went to go train individually, despite him being in pain. You know, the human pride. Sounds so familiar, doesn't it? Shut up, no it don't. Anyway, so he's telling Grandpa Gohan and them like, yo, we should get involved. And Grandpa Gohan's like, I don't know how we finna do this if we can't kill Demon King Piccolo. Like, the only way we thought we killed him the last time, or something like that. And as they're watching this, Roshi's like, nah, Krillin's right though. We can't just continue to stand here. We have to help Zamasu. So they jump into the fight, and as they're helping him fight, Demon King Piccolo starts laughing. Like, they hear him start laughing, so they look over, and he's like sitting in his weird chair, and he gets up, and he challenges Goku to a 1v1, because to a certain degree, you know what I mean, a match. Like, he challenges Goku to a fight, but you know, for the newer generations, a 1v1. So he challenges Goku to a match, like to a fight, and he tells Goku that just like Kami, because he can sense that he's been near Kami, he knows what you got going on. So Goku is officially, like, Zamasu is officially getting mad, because out of nowhere, he went from being like the only person to know about God energy and stuff on the general planet to apparently now every other person in the fucking, like, on the planet just knows about it, all you green bastards, right? So he's like, he's getting mad, so he like just rushes him, and Roshi tells him to wait, because like, you don't know what type of like techniques he got, and they were right, because Goku gets blinded. I'm just gonna say he like throws out some like solar flare type of technique, so Goku gets blinded and like thrown into the ground, and as he gets up, like, Demon King Piccolo is standing over him, like, energy blast in his hands, and he's like, yeah, I kind of figured as much. And he blasts Goku, he shoots them, like, he just rapid fires them into the crater where Goku was. And at this point, every other person thinks this man is dead. Like, cause you gotta remember, Goku is still a child, and he's not enraged. So, you know, it's that. But just give it a second. Just give it a second. This is Zamasu we're talking about. And they're not necessarily gods. They're just Namekians with powers. Anyway, so after like Demon King Piccolo like lets up this barrage, like he thinks Goku's like completely out of it. If he's not like dead, he's like injured heavily. So he's like he starts floating down toward the rest of like Grandpa Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Yam, like all of them. He starts floating down toward them because why wouldn't he? He just killed like their supposed strongest person, and he was a kid. So the next people up are these people on the side, right? But then out of nowhere, he stops and he turns around, and like this big old burst of pink aura just comes out the crater, and he's looking back, and Goku is like not in rose, no, he's just got this huge ass divine purple aura around him. Now keep in mind, none of his friends or none of the people who came with him can sense this shit. The only one that has a slight recognition of what's going on is Krillin, but that's only because he's been so close to Zamasu over this entire period of time. So, Zamasu, he tells Demon King Piccolo that you're not no demon, you're not no god, you just some weird other alien species. I felt it in your attacks. The fact that you claim to be anything other than immortal is disgusting. And he looks this man, Demon King Piccolo, in the face and tells him like, if you don't run against fight your all, I promise, this will be the last time you ever see my face. Any faces for that matter. Right? So this sends like a kind of shiver down Demon King Piccolo's spine, but you can. Do they have spines? That's a good ass question. Do the Namekians have spines? Anyway, so this sends like a shiver down his back, and him trying to hold his image. He's like, what, man, whatever. So he like charges Goku charges him, but he tries to use like the same technique. Like he tries to blind Goku. But Goku like teleports out of the way and like hits him, and he's like, that same cheap trick won't work on me twice, you mortal, right? So like at this point in time, everybody can kind of tell that Goku is infuriated or Zamasu is enraged. But why does he keep running around calling this man immortal? Like to any immediate standard, Demon King Piccolo is definitely somewhat of a demon and immortal to every other human on the battlefield. But apparently to Zamasu, as of right now, this nigga is just a mortal, and that's the only thing Zamasu sees. Right? So Demon King Piccolo, he's shocked because now he's the one in the crater. But Zamasu isn't throwing ki blasts down at him. Instead, he's running down at him with dual key blades. So, bro, Demon King Piccolo immediately sensing the danger, he tries to fly but looks down and notices that, oh, his leg is broken, right? And given that shouldn't necessarily stop you from flying, it's different when your leg is pulverized into a rock. And yes, they are Namekians and he can heal himself, but y'all seen how long that shit take Piccolo in the season. You could only imagine how long it's gonna take Demon King Piccolo, and he's not even up to full strength. Anyway, so Demon King Piccolo, like, he rips off his leg and he's trying to replace it, but as he notices, like, Goku's real close, and by the time he looks up again, Goku's like right here, like in his face. So he makes a split-second decision to spit up an egg. So he does. He spits up an egg. Goku cuts him into pieces, and then after a while, he calms down and he notices the pieces are trying to come back together. Now, I don't necessarily know if Namekians can do that, but we're gonna say that Demon King Piccolo can to a certain degree. He did shoot off this egg, but this is slightly relevant. So as Demon King Piccolo is starting to pull himself back together, he's mocking Goku like, I told you I'm truly immortal, woo woo woo. And Goku, Zamasu looks at him and like he holds out this little weird dark ki blast, and he just holds it down on top of Demon King Piccolo until like his entire body is gone. This man just wholeheartedly just held a ki blast in his face until he disappeared. And then turned around and told everybody that we can go back to the lookout. Right? Now, to a certain degree, one of them was supposed to die, but considering the fact that Goku, you know, lashed out, is, you know, you're a filthy mortal calling yourself a god. Or a demon at that. Either way it goes, he was relatively mad. And the only one that he would really consider a god underneath this standpoint, as of right now, would be Kami. But that's only because Kami's on the lookout and created the Dragon Balls, which would be like one of the only things tying him to the gods, because there's the Super Dragon Balls. Alright? Right. So they get back to the lookout, and Kami is like, I don't even know how you did that. Like, that's insane. You just beat this man by yourself. You know, is there anything I could do to repay you? And Zamasu looks at him and was like, collect the Dragon Balls. Alright, and this is where I'm gonna end this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.